All right. So, hey, y'all, for those of you who have not met me, I am Mara, um, and I am one of the team mentors. And I was going to just kind of run through two things today. I know I had asked you guys what you wanted me to teach about, and one person requested getting ready for an event, and someone else requested booking parties and hosting, having parties. So for the event, I've only done a couple, but I can walk you guys through. I always, what I do to prepare. I don't ever do anything that is super crazy. I take a small demo of all like liquid line PG items. I always make sure that I have a giveaway, and that way I can make sure that I get people's information. Um, and I always have a calendar. And if people book at the event, I give them like a little goodie bag. Usually it's just like a sample, a business card, a pen, and then I have Smarties that have something on them that say, be a Smartie, book a party. And so that's usually what I give them. Sometimes I have my prize wheel and I'll let them spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on is what they get at that party for their hostess gifts. But pretty much I always try to I dress nicely because you always want to dress like someone that you would want to do a party for you. So I always try to dress in at least nice jeans and a nice shirt. And yeah, I mean, you just kind of talk to people, let them know what pure romance is. My go-to is that it is a bath, beauty, health, or bath, beauty, wellness, and intimacy company. I always put the intimacy part last because a lot of people prejudge and will just walk by. Always make sure that I reach out to people as they're walking by and try and call them into me. So always, hello, and how are you guys doing? And always make sure that when you start talking to people, if they look like they are not 18, that you ask them if they're 18. So I've had a few people that I'm like, oh, hi, and then I ask them and they're like, yeah, I'm not. I'm like, okay, nice to meet you. So, but yeah, and I can post in the group what I use for my giveaway. It's just a little piece of paper that asks for like their name, phone number, birthday, email. And if they're interested in booking a party, joining my VIP group, or becoming a consultant. And then I just have like a pickle jar that has something on it. Usually it's free coochie for a year, which is only 4 bottles. So I think that's all I have about events. Does anyone have any questions about doing events?
What do you do like when they say, no, I'm not 18? Like, how do you like respectfully be like, well, sorry, I can't help you then?
I just tell them that, well, what I do is for women who are 18 or older, but I have had people who are close to 18. Like I had one girl who her birthday was in like a month, so she scheduled a party for her 18th birthday. She had never flipped through the catalog, never anything. And literally like the day that she turned 18, she's like, can I see the catalog now? So that was definitely fun. But yeah, I just tell them really nicely, and I always have candy and stuff at my table too, because I won't lie, little kids will drag their moms over if it means they get that lollipop.
That's funny. I like that though. It's good incentive.
So yes. So I mean, I always offer if they want to take a piece of candy or something. But I just tell them politely, well, you do have to be 18 for the stuff that I sell. So, Any other questions about events? Okay. So booking parties. Who here has at least one party booked for December? All right, Sam, woo! Lawanda, yay! So that is 2 of 5 people here. So I am going to teach you several ways that you can get a party on your books or more than one party, even without a hostess. So, number one, I think for a lot of people, old faithful, but not always old reliable method is the post and pray. A lot of people do that. Not a great option, but it is something that you can do where you just throw it up in your VIP and say, hey, I have these dates available. Do you want to book a party? If you're going to do that, you need to make sure that your Facebook algorithms are really, really good. B, you need to make sure that your hype squad is on point. If you don't know what either of those are, book a one-on-one with me and we'll talk. All right, I am loving Lawanda's notes here. Sorry, it keeps popping up and I'm like, oh, what's that? So like I said, old faithful, but not always really reliable. It really depends on how much you are seen in somebody's feed as to if they're even going to see that you have that post up there, right? So my personal favorite ways is if it's a month where I have really been lax on contacting people, I will take my entire list of phone numbers. I use a texting app, but you don't have to do that. You can do it on your own, one at a time, whatever. I will send everybody a message that says, woohoo, congratulations, you won my November VIP drawing. And 9 times out of 10, they will not ask what drawing. I didn't enter a drawing. They'll just go, woohoo, I won something. And when they, so in that, I will put, you have won $50 in free products. Do you want to know how you can claim your products? And then when they reply, I tell them that they have to host a qualifying party. For me, that's $300. That's not really that much. You can set your $50, you can say 25, you can say whatever you're comfortable with. So I will tell them you need to book a party. And as a thank you for being in my VIP, I'll bring the wine. So, and then I will say, can I send you my available dates? Because you always want to end with a question so that they feel like they have to reply to that question. And then from there, they'll say yes or no, and you work on booking the party. So that's 2 methods to book a party. My next method is I will do something similar, but I will go to my friends on Facebook and I will do the green light method. Does anybody here know what the green light means? Green light means that they are currently active on their messenger. So anybody who I see who has a green light, who is female, 18 or over, I will send a message, check in with them, and then, you know, as I'm talking to them, say, hey, you know, I would love to treat you to a party. Or I will say, message them and say, hey, I'm in a booking blitz right now, or just something to get that party booking conversation started with them. So, and I'll again send something about, can I send you my available dates? That is always my key. So that's 3. 4, I will go through my VIP group and I send about 15 messages a day. Usually I do something called 555, but I usually up it to 15, 15, 15, which is 15 likes, 15 comments, and 15 messages to people a day. And so in the messages to the people in my VIP is, thank you so much for being one of my VIP group members. To say thank you, I would like to treat you to $50 in free products. Would you like to know how to claim your products? And then I continue the conversation from there. So that's, I can't remember if that's 4 or 5. So those are all ways where you have a hostess, right? Now there's lots of ways that you can have a party without a hostess. You can do a mystery hostess. So have something open for a week, and anybody who shops during that week gets entered, and they can be the winner and claim all of the hostess credit for everybody who shops. So that may be 4 people who shopped, and out of those 4 people, you go on Wheel of Names, enter their names, and then pick one at random. It could be 30 people that shopped. It just kind of depends. And I always make sure that I announce these things, whether it's in my newsletter or it's in my VIP group, in my stories, pretty much anywhere where someone's going to see it. So next is number 6. I do popsicle stick parties where I will just go live in my VIP group, and I have popsicle sticks. Sometimes I theme them. For Valentine's Day earlier this year, I put like little felt heart stickers from the dollar store on them and had them pick if they wanted a red heart, a pink heart, or a red heart in the comments. And then I would pull that stick at random out of a cup, and whatever was written on the stick was a prize that they got. So they could get like $1 off their order. If they booked a party, they got $100, might be one of the prizes. So $100 if they have a qualifying party. I always have that little asterisk in there. Because I'm not about to give my product and money away for free. So I do that different ways. One time I actually did it with Jenga blocks. So I actually wrote prizes on the Jenga blocks, and then I would stack them, and whoever the last one was that I would pull would get like a little goodie bag or something for a prize if that was when it tumbled. That was kind of fun. That was different. So just little things like that. Another way to book a party is, again, going live in your VIP group. I have had like balloons. That was one of my favorite, and that still haunts my house to this day. I had balloons behind me that had confetti in them, and when I blew them up, I tucked in prizes. And every time that someone picked a number, I popped the balloon. There is still confetti floating around my house to this day, but that got me like 6 parties. Let's see. Trying to think of other ways. You can host your own party. So you can do a VIP party, whether it is for birthdays in your VIP group, a weekly party, and you can theme them. Like the first week can be all toys, the second week can be like wellness based, whatever you want to do with your group. One time I did a party and did vibrator races, and I talked about each toy, and then I had a table that was slanted a little bit, and I I think this was around the Kentucky Derby is when I did it. And I had everybody place bets on which toy was going to make it to the finish line first. So, just
Wait, Chris,
silly.
do you turn the vibrator on? Is that how it
Yes.
goes down the table?
Yep. I turned it on and put it on, I think the first or second setting, and just let it buzz down the table.
That's hilarious.
Let's see. What else? I always reach out to ladies for their birthday. That is another one. So I keep a master list anytime. If I have a virtual party, I have a registration form that they fill out. That includes their birthday. I also I'll use the, like when I do an event and I get their birthdays from that. Right now I'm getting ready for my Pink Friday sale, and guess what? There's a registration form. So anybody who puts their birthday or who does the registration for that, even if they don't shop, I now have their birthday too. So I will send them a message and say, happy birthday, here's a sweet treat, and give them 10% off any item, and just use like the shop 10 or whatever the code is at the time. I will tell them that they can make it even sweeter by hosting a party and getting like $50 or whatever in hostess credit, or that they can get the sweetest gift of all and purchase a kit, and then they can have access to whatever toys they want. I have a graphic, so I'll see if I can find that. And I can post that in the group as well. And so I just usually send something that says happy birthday and then give them the image. Let me think. I did not make notes, so I apologize. Does anybody have any questions about anything so far? So let's see. Open house, that's the last one. You can also, has anybody here done an open house? So I did my first open house actually over the summer. I did like my flash sale and open house together, but you can have a party in your living room and invite friends over or invite people from your VIP group, and you get to claim whatever, you don't have to give out hostess credits for it because you are the hostess. So that's another really good way, is to just throw your own party and invite people over. So I think it was like 7 or 8 ways to just have a party on the fly. So has anybody ever done like the 5-5-5? Is anybody going to start doing the 5-5-5? All right. So like I said, all I do for that, and it helps boost my algorithms too. So like I had said about that post and pray is not a good thing unless you have really high algorithms, is you just like 5 people's posts, comment on 5 people's posts, and message 5 people every day. Even if you, and make sure it's genuine. Don't just do it, to do it, but oh, wow, I love that picture of your daughter. That tutu is really cute. Things like that. That is one of my biggest tips, is interaction. If you're doing things, especially mostly online, is going to be really big. The more that you're in front of people, the further you're going to get. So does anyone have any questions or anything they just kind of want to throw in or add?
So my question is, what is your favorite way of booking a party? Like, what's your favorite way to like grab people and get them like, hey, let's get excited for a party?
Honestly, sending messages to people is usually a favorite because people get excited over free stuff. And I'm one of those people too, where to me, there is no such thing as a bad party. You might have a low total party where you might get one order, but that party will put you in front of lots of people. So even if you only have like a $25 party, if there's 2 other ladies there, one of those ladies might join your team, one of those ladies might book a party. So to me, there's no such thing as a bad party. I tell people all the time, LaWanda found me from an online party that literally it was scheduled, it was made, it was canceled. So, but definitely reaching out and telling people, hey, I'd love to have a party with you. Because a lot of people too don't realize that they're in your VIP group. That's something that I have found. So, or at least I know I've got like 900 some people in mine. So sometimes I message people and they're like, wait, what product is this again? And then they go, oh, I haven't been to one of those parties in so long. So.
Okay, so just making sure you're reaching out to people and talking to people.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or at least that's what usually works for me. I do end up with quite a few online parties that way because I know a lot of people who are in different countries, or I've got a few that are in different countries in my group. I also have people who are on the other side of the country, so they'll still host a party. And I just switch up the way I do things with it being online. Any other questions? All right, awesome. So, and it is 8:27. So.
Can everybody say thank you, Mara, for all her great tips tonight?
Thank you, Mara.
Did anybody learn anything new? Because that's what I wonder.
Hell yeah.
All the notes.
Wow, yeah, look at all those notes, Sam. Hell yeah.
I wish one of these days I'll walk in here and have a whole PowerPoint. I learned all of this from DK.
Oh, I know, right? DK hour. Oh my goodness. Let's say bye, Lilies, and I'll go ahead and kill the recording and then we'll open it up, okay? But yes, bye, Lilies. Thanks for watching the replay.